All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday morning to you folks. Coach Michael Burt. Hope you're doing great. Had a great morning already. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. If you listen to this on YouTube or if you watch this on YouTube or Facebook or if it's in a podcast, number one, I want to say good morning to you. I believe everybody needs a coach. I believe a good coach can change everything for you. And I believe those that have a coach earn 3 and 4 times the amount of money than those that don't. And off to a great start this morning because I went back to a habit that I had before. If you watched my video last night, I talked about resigning versus recommitting. And I was asking myself some hard questions. One, when am I at my best, right? When are you at your best? This is a question you should be asking yourself. And I told myself, man, I'm at my best when I'm up at 4:15, when I'm in the gym at 5 a.m., when I have time to myself in the morning, when I can see my kids, when I can feed all 4 parts of my nature, body, mind, heart, and spirit. That's when I'm at my best. Now, so I went back to a routine I had when I was operating at my best. Okay, I had resigned that routine. Now I got back to that routine, but that's not what we're going to talk about this morning. What we're going to talk about is what's next for you. Moshita Pettis. What's next for you? Because I have a 2-day boot camp coming up called What's Next on the 30th and 31st of this month. And I spend a lot of time, guys, thinking about my next moves. Where do I want to go? It's why I wrote the book A to B. I was working on the manuscript this morning for Screw Your Why, which we're getting close to submitting to the publishers. But I was just thinking, man, where do you want to go? And how do you want to get there? And who can help you? And what is your next big move? This is such a huge confusion for people because they come into Mondays. They did a lot of fantasizing on the weekends about what life could be. That's mental creation. But then they get on and then they get into Monday and they need to get into physical creation, Ron, which would be what are the exact steps to move a person from A to B? This is why they need an organizing system. It's like, okay, what's my next move? I had all this success. I've had all these things happen in life. I know there's a group of people I want to help, Billy Lunsford and Mario. And it's like, okay, how do I leverage all of that past into a bigger future? David Nichols. And when I was working on the manuscript this morning on this new book called Screw Your Why that I'm going to take to the publishers, that'll be my next major published book. I'm like, what people don't have clarity over is this, what's called the fundamental relationship between their talent and a problem. It's like, so they just wake up and go about their life, but they never ask these hard questions like, man, what is my skill set? What can I be the best in the world at? And what problem do I want to solve in the world? See, that is the exchange of where purpose happens and fulfillment happens, right? Because I know a lot of busy people that are maybe unfulfilled, or maybe they're not happy. Why? They're just going and doing it and doing it and doing it, but they're never stopping back, John Lyle, to go, okay, what problem do I want to solve? And who do I want to solve it for? And who would appreciate and value me the most for solving it? That's what I want to do right there. So a lot of my work has become helping people get clear. And I ask a lot of hard questions. Why are you doing this? Like, what is your primary skill set? What problem do you want to solve in the world? What are your level 10 opportunities? Who are your Blue Marlin relationships? See, people don't spend any time thinking about these things. And then they wake up and like, man, I'm doing this, but I don't really want to do this. I'm doing this. And I believe it is because they do not have clarity over what's called the fundamental relationship between their skill and a problem. And it is the exchange of using that skill to solve a problem that gives us a sense of purpose. And if you're looking for money, that's where the money is. Money changes hands when problems are solved. So I've kind of turned this into a scientific method of first we find our skill, then we find our problem. And the better we get at articulating the bridge of how we can solve another person's problem, the more money you're going to make. Okay? And that's where a lot of these tools, the guide, the gap, and the journey, the work of Donald Miller and Brand Story, the explanation of value, the follow-up and conversion. I mean, like what I do in my coaching programs is I just take this relationship and I just keep breaking it down. John Lyle told me that, man, he got more clarity in a couple days with me at my lodge than probably he's gotten in 30 years. just reaching inside of people and pulling something out. So if I ask you, what's next for you? See, what's next for me that gets me excited? Finishing this greatness factory, okay? Which you can go ahead and get an office there. You can go ahead and rent shared space there. You can start booking the auditorium there. I'll be down there on Wednesday of this week. No, tomorrow this week, looking at the progress. But people are already renting offices. They're already moving the ball down the field. They're already engaged. They're already booking it out. So I'm excited about how do we build 10 of those and 20 of those. Now, it's very important to go there mentally, but also just take the next step of getting this first one built. Like don't live in fantasizing, live in mental, physical creation, Jimmy. Okay, that's where you got to live, okay? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about solving certain problems in the world. I'm excited about, you got to ask yourself, man, what fascinates you, Austin? What motivates you? What problem do you want to solve in the world? How can you be the best in the world at solving it? Okay, so if you're looking to get real clarity, August 30, 31, I'm doing What's Next, 2-day virtual boot camp. I think the tickets are $97. I've already put the structures together. I took the book A to B. I've really thought a lot about this, Bonnie Huntsman. And I've spent a lot of time building structures that help people get clear. So if you're out there and you're watching this, look for the tickets on What's Next. And we'd love to have you there, man, because there's so much confusion over this that I want to help people get clear in their talents and the problem they want to solve and the money that is available to them, right? Amanda Beener. So that's what we're doing. And Monster Nation, we're already at 130, 140 tickets sold, folks. So if you come into Monster Nation, let's go ahead and get you in the room with the big time people. This is where all the action is, okay? It's at the Lodge. It is September 8th and 9th. It's going to be real exciting. And I can't wait. Got some great people bringing in that I personally want to see. I'm calling this the most tactical conference of the year, and I 100% believe this. So everybody needs a coach, man. Thank you for letting me be your coach, and let's make it a great week. What's next for you, your skill, and a big problem? Make it a great day, guys.